It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
I think in today's day and age where everyone's got a supercomputer in your pocket, having a video or maybe a voice memo or even a message that was left for you that could be damaging to someone else is a real thing. So we started asking listeners, do you have any of these? It could be pictures, it could be emails, voice memos, stuff like that. And the ones that popped out during the show were a little bit alarming. If you missed it, we're going to catch you up in the podcast in a couple of seconds. Here we go. Found out recently that Kat is planned to break the law. It's a planned thing. She announced it on the radio that she's going to be taking her son to a movie and sneaking food in there. Now, if you've been listening to the show over the years, we found out that she has snuck everything from a large pizza to a 12-inch sub. Sushi into movie theaters. And movie theaters are one of the anchors of our society and our culture, and they're slowly closing every day, and now we're finding out why.
I'm not saying I'm proud of what I do. It's just instinctual. You know, it was a learned trait
right, and now,
passed on by my mom.
Again, many people can look at their grandfathers who are super racist and go, you know what, I'm breaking the cycle.
This is hardly in that category.
You could have done it. It's wrong.
Because I bring a cold cut in,
and you're just saying,
comparing that to racism?
Because my mom did it, I'm okay to do it, even though it's wrong. I'm so disappointed in you.
Anyway, I do plan on doing it, but we're going to go see the movie. I want to know.
Is there anything that could stop you other than getting busted?
No. What would stop you?
It's wrong.
I don't care about judgment from other moms that are spending too much money on popcorn. But Carrie had texted, my mom was a very smart person, but sometimes she would do things that didn't feel right. She would lie about our age to get in places for free. Carrie, that is a mom. She said one time we went to a buffet. I was clearly old enough to drive. She claimed I was 12 and just wore the person down. So listen, Carrie, we just went to a buffet the other day. Liam is going to be 14 in July. I said he was 12. And she believed me.
To save $2.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Because then I tipped an extra $2. So see how it evens out?
The only real ethical dilemmas I ever had with my parents is I remember my dad, he came back from his deployment in Honduras. And for years, he held back on telling me some of the things that he had to do.
Okay.
And those are things that war is hell. It really is. And when you're in a conflict situation and it's your life or someone else's, I get that. You want to come home to your family.
I don't think you should have known about that stuff.
But, I mean, it's really not an ethical dilemma. Either, you kind of kill or get killed kind of a situation. So I never really, judged him by that, but I could tell it wore on him. I want to bring Steve on the show because he called right away. He said this is funny. Tell us about Dad and the ethical dilemmas here.
Oh, my dad. He was a great guy, but he was kind of a penny pincher.
Okay.
And one year for Christmas, his wife, my mother, got him this appliance which would suck the dents out. So we would go to these expos, and he would have us, the kids, my sister and I, distract the workers, and he would put dents in things so he could save 10, 15 bucks.
Oh, so he get the scratch and dent deal. He's
a hustler.
That's a big deal. You can get a quarter off or a third off with some of these things.
So then he would bring it home, and you guys would have dented appliances, or then what?
No, so he had this machine that would take the dents out. It was something he got for Christmas one year.
This is genius.
Whoa. That is crazy. And he could sleep at night, huh? This was totally cool with him?
Well, he had a terrible case of sleep apnea, but otherwise, he was very sure what he did.
Your dad, he was good with these decisions. He could sleep at night is what I meant.
Learning disturbing things this morning, like Kat's mom had taught her. Do you think her mom taught her?
I don't think so. I don't think my grandma Ellie would have done that. I think my mom was just think outside the box. How can I save money and still do something fun with my kids?
How can I cheat the movie theater out of part of their income? So I'll bring a foot-long sub or a full-size pizza or maybe some sushi in with me.
That is their bad for not catching the pizza, by the way. That was a huge box inside my kid's coat. But also, it does not stack up to that appliance phone call because those are huge items worth thousands of dollars. And just because he had a machine at home to pop the dents back out,
beat the system,
does not make it okay. That is where I draw the line. Okay, I have drawn the
So you're
line
willing
at
to
that.
cheat the movie theater out of thousands of dollars over your life, but
Yeah.
a scratch and dent appliance is something you can't deal with.
Yeah, and Ryan, you don't scare me. Okay.
Oh yeah, people are threatening.
Yeah,
to
if
call
my
all the-
brother works security at the theater, I'm going to send him Pat's
I
picture.
love if
Do
you go
it.
in there and your face is hanging right by the register. Good morning, Jesse. How are you?
Good.
Good. We're exploring all these ethical conundrums that your parents have led you into believing might be okay. Like what?
We never celebrated Christmas on Christmas. And I didn't know this until I was in my 20s. We always celebrated Christmas in January because my family are cheapskates, and all they wanted to do was buy everything on clearance.
So they would wait till the
my
26th
God.
and go Christmas shopping for you, and then like January 4th, you'd have your Christmas celebration.
Yeah, maybe like the 12th or 15th. Yeah.
Did you ever wonder? You went back after holiday break, and everyone's like, "How was your Christmas?" And you're like, "My
What
Christmas
Christmas?
is coming up in a couple of days."
The excuse was not all of our family members can make it at the same time, so we're just going to push it off.
Okay, got it.
And I think at this point in your life, you probably celebrate Christmas with your family when you can around Christmas, and then maybe have another get together.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are doing our family Christmas on the 20th, and then because that's when it works for everybody.
Okay. Do you think?
And then we'll do it. We'll do another family, just a immediate family one.
Yeah.
Like on Christmas Eve or Christmas, right? Now, what do you think Jesus thinks about this whole thing?
I have no idea.
Yeah. You're going to find out one day. Are you a little scared?
We're probably going all downstairs.
Not because you wanted to save some money. Jesus does not send you to hell. Satan doesn't grab you because you wanted to
How do
save
you know?
some money.
How do you don't know? There's not a 0% chance.
My Jesus loves a frugal person. And I do it after
and your
every
Jesus
holiday.
thinks it's okay to sneak in a full-size sub into a movie theater?
I have not asked him on that one.
Right.
But listen, I get it. I go after Valentine's Day, Christmas. I get the decor after because it's half price. It
It's
just makes sense.
decor, not gifts. And you're not pushing Valentine's Day off days because you don't have the right decor. What I find most amazing about this, Jesse, is that you were in your 20s before you figured it out.
I know. And when I hit my later 20s, early 30s, we quit doing Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
We started doing contests. So every year, we do a contest instead of gifts.
Tell me more about the contest. What do you mean?
So it's like you make a Christmas wreath, or you make a bulb or stocking, or this year it's a centerpiece
Okay.
that can't be any bigger than a cake pan.
And who's the judge of all this? Who determines who wins?
Our whole family judges.
Okay. And then you vote on it, and then that person gets gifts?
Yeah, no gift. Just one gift card. There's only one gift card that ever gets given
So
out.
if 10 people come to your house, they're all bringing centerpieces to vie for the one gift card at Christmas.
That's kind of fun. I like that.
Yeah.
This is weird. I'm so happy you called and that you listened, but this is freaking weird.
Well, that's so that people don't have to spend a ton of money.
Right.
Yeah, I
Or
love
push-
that.
Or push it off till January 12th.
A lot of times you don't know what, well, we don't do that anymore, but a lot of times you don't know what to get for people.
Star Blast, everyone. She joins the show this morning. Good morning, Star Blast.
Is that your
morning.
God-given name, or is that your job name? Or?
That's my unidentifying name
Oh, okay.
because
So
I'm in the process of trying to get rid of a man who will not leave.
why doesn't he get the no? I mean, what doesn't he get about it's over?
I don't know. If somebody told me that they couldn't stand me and they called me out for all the bad things I've done, I would probably stay away from them. But
Yeah.
he insists on continuing to show up, climb through my windows, and I'm at the point where it's going to get ugly, and he's really not going to like me because I'm going to have to call the cops.
Is this his property too? Is he on a lease or anything like that?
No, he owes me over $11,000 in rent.
Okay, so he's not in any way on a document to say this is his home.
He was on the lease, so he was supposed to pay half of his bills, and he is a winner. So
Yeah.
What do you think
I don't
is
know.
so amazing about you that he just can't get over?
I really don't know. There's like 17 of us.
I don't follow.
Like you live in a shoe?
He text talks with 15 to 17 other women that I've recently found out. And also that he's cheated on me the entire relationship for 5 years.
Dang, you've gone through it.
You know how to pick them, huh?
I guess, or just how to show them what not to do.
Yeah, all right. So in the meantime, you're trying to give this guy the picture, but he's still like if he was just to leave and you were out the $11,000, would that be okay with you?
If he didn't destroy my home and rip the door handles off my car and whatnot, I just kind of at this point in time I want justice. I just want what was mine and like. What just the immediate bills that he owes.
Yeah.
And the rest of it he can keep, because if that's,
But if you had to pick, JJ's asking, like, I would rather have him never come back in my life and just eat the $11,000.
You can make more money.
Chalk it up to a lesson learned.
If that would be in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
All right. Are you
3
pulling
years and he's still
the legal system into this? Is that what's next?
I'm like ready to because, he just showed up again last night after.
Yeah, I think the first thing we need to do here is get an order for protection and get the authorities involved so that you're safe, and then pursue some legal stuff. But
the thing is, if he's on a lease in any way, he's just trying to get back in his home. That's what they'll look at it as,
So, and that's but he was removed. I told them a year ago that he was not here anymore. So he has no receipts. He has no proof that he has. And there was proof. I can prove that 3 years he was on the lease. So I should be able to win that in court, but I'm financially,
Well, listen, for your safety, get an order for protection right away. I mean, that's free. Get that. Just at least it starts the process of getting this guy out of your life. I don't want to, look through the news and find out you're in there because something bad happened. So, man, I hope I hope this gets better.
He's not that big. He's not that big.
Well, listen.
Ouch.
I've seen small guys do unthinkable things. So let's keep you safe.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie.
Sure.
Take care. Happy holidays. I hope it gets better for you.
Too. And I'm going to go blonde also.
Yeah. All right. Send us a text pic.
Good tag on the end after all of this trauma talk. I hope you have a great day.
Yep.
Let's go and find out what's good in your life. Can you tell me something good?
We're going to kick it off with this cute story of a 9-year-old boy out of Iowa. His name is Colton, and he took time to shovel all around the fire hydrant near his house last week, which is what you're supposed to do. If it's on your property, you have to keep it clear. But thankfully, he did that. It paid off. Very next day, a house fire on the same block.
No way.
I want to help people out and be a hero.
Given the situation, the heavy snowfall recently, time was of the essence. Fire actually doubles in size every minute. So the fact that we didn't have to dig out a fire hydrant saved us an immense amount of time. So what I want to give you here, buddy, I got a patch for you. Whoa. Fire department, and I also have a challenge coin.
Listen, you got to let that kid do the fire pole. That's what he really wants to do. He wants to slide down the pole and be in the engine.
Second level to the first. That will make his Christmas.
I remember firefighters coming into my elementary school telling us this, like in a, what do we call them, lyceum? Is that what you call them?
What?
A light. You never heard that term before?
No.
I think when we have all the, I went to a really itty bitty town school, but we'd have all the people together in the school. They call it a lyceum.
Oh, is it just like a program?
Yeah, well, just like, no, it was like when you get everyone in the auditorium. What did you call it?
Were they looking for lice?
No.
We just call it a program.
A program. So if the firefighters came in to talk to the kids, it was a program?
Yeah, we have a program today at noon.
We're apparently
firefighters will
way
be there.
more cerebral than you guys were. We called that a lyceum. But anyways, I remember the firefighters coming in and telling us this. Hey, if you got a fire plug on your property, you got to get that shoveled out. And then thinking, just go over the top of the snow.
You can't do your part. You would think that way. You're like, do it.
The reason I brought it up was I don't remember any of my kids ever coming home and saying, we were taught this.
Maybe they were and they just
I'm sure they just forgot about it and didn't care.
Thankfully, he didn't forget because that is what's good.
Tell me something good. Well, you, Kat, what's good in your life?
Well, I'm excited for tonight. It is still just kind of a snowy situation. And so when Derek gets home, we're going to do grilled cheese and tomato soup and a Christmas movie tonight. We're going to get all balled up on the couch. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people put so much pressure on themselves for the holiday season. We have to do this and this, and that's free. And Liam is looking forward to it, and it's family time, and it screams the holidays. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. That is what's good.
Tell me something good. For me, what's good is I'm getting the hell out of here. We finally put the finishing touches on our spring break trip, and this is Man, I'm going to miss having kids coming through high school because this is the third time now that we'll come back from Mexico. I'll literally have time to wash my clothes and then turn right back around and go back to Mexico.
Wow. That is exciting.
Like, we've got like 12 families going on this trip, so it's finally booked.
You like everybody?
I do like everybody. Look
at me.
I like most of them.
Okay.
But here's the deal. My wife and another person decided they're going to be in charge of booking this trip.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mind not doing the work, but for someone who has spearheaded a trip of an enormous amount of listeners pretty seamlessly for the last 15 years, don't you think you'd want to lean on somebody like me for just a little bit of this?
Want them to?
No, I'm glad they didn't, but I would have been fine if they'd have been like, hey, you guys have been scheduling trips out with listeners for 15 years. We got a bunch of people. Yeah. What do you think? So here's where it's going to fall through.
All right.
We got this whole thing booked. The resort is pretty much ours. I looked at my wife last night and I said, hey, how y'all plan on getting from the airport to the resort?
Oh, man.
She goes, we'll figure that out later, which means I'm carrying her bags 9 miles through a basically mafia-run country. Should be a good time.
Tell me something you got support from my brother. He says it is an all-building assembly.
A lyceum. So. See? I can't believe you never heard that term.
I haven't.
Janelle, tell us what's good in your life, will you?
One thing that I think is just so good in my life right now is I'm home for Thanksgiving. And I know other people dread that, but I was able to finally see my sister after a few months, which was really, really nice.
So how come you haven't seen her in a few months? It's obviously not normal. Some people go a lot longer.
Yeah, I mean, she's in school right now, and we live in different states. But she's finishing up her senior year. She's graduating early. So I got to go to her campus and visit her.
I get it. That's why Thanksgiving's a little bit late. I like that. Or Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets Thursday morning at about 8:20. We'll have a bunch of free cash for you during the show. And Psychic Kim is going to be on our show from 7:30 till 8 Thursday morning. So if you got a question for Kim, you get on the show and get it answered for absolutely nothing Thursday morning starting at 7:30. Right now, we finish up the podcast.
All right, so I'm watching the new Kimora Lee reality show. And she used to be Kimora Lee Simmons. She, still runs Fat Farm, Baby Fat. Like, it's still a thing. She still puts on the fashion shows and all that stuff. But she is saying there's going to be an absence. Before our reality show 20 years ago, you would have seen my husband, Russell Simmons. He has since seen his way out of their life completely. And they have 2 daughters together, but he had started sending in, I think it was 2022, 23, these videos to his daughters that were so inappropriate and yelling and being really mean and derogatory. And she's like, this is not going to be my daughter's reality. Absolutely not. So she kind of cut him off, but she has even more videos and voice memos. And she's like, just trust me. I'm going to hang on to these because you never know if I'll need them.
What's in your phone?
I don't have anything incriminating in my phone.
Very, very inappropriate text messages from you. Not sexually inappropriate, but where you're
I'm
just
what?
Saying the wrong things.
Really?
Very, very.
Really? Let me just take a little scroll.
So the question this morning is, do you have any kind of files that would be probably problematic for someone if they ever got out? And as soon as Kat breathed this on the radio, Cynthia called and you fit this bill, huh? You got some of these?
Oh, for sure. So yeah, I have this coworker, and she just became, she was kind of that busybody in the office, and everybody just kind of, knew who she was. But it just became, I could tell certain people she was just really nitpicky, really rude, really messy. And so I started recording her, and I was just like, some of the conversations were just really inappropriate and really unnecessary. And I said, if ever they wanted to get my feedback or they wanted to get my side of the story, if I had to be a witness, then I will absolutely reveal that audio.
So this is just in case audio that you're holding on to. Do you think you're ever going to have to use it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I keep it. I am a hoarder of things that
of evidence.
A lot of people don't know about.
Yeah. I guess it's totally.
So I don't.
It's up to her, right?
Well, at the end of the day, yeah. If she's like super cringy, or if she, you know, if it becomes something like a major issue, then yeah, I have no problem releasing it. But nobody knows that I have it. I didn't tell anybody I was recording. I don't talk about it. I just keep it in my file.
Yeah, and I think more and more, and I appreciate your call and your honesty here. I think more and more people are doing this now. Like, it's easier, right? You got a phone, it's in your pocket all the time. I mean, you see how many hidden videos are all over the place. Video is not novelty anymore. It's just out there. But like years and years ago, you'd have to have something on paper that somebody wrote to have proof that they said or did something.
I don't think it's in my personality to use it to blackmail anybody. Maybe to have them change their ways. Like if I had a boss and he would say really terrible things, I wouldn't use it to get more money. I would probably say, you know, you can't say this stuff. It's really inappropriate. And
would you let them know that you had it, though?
I think I would.
Yeah.
Just to say, you need to change your ways, or, you know, things are not going to be good.
The only time in my life that I've ever had to like threaten to use this kind of stuff is when we've had employees get really off track.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't get back to where we needed them to be. And I'd be like, listen, we have this audio of you. Obviously not doing the right thing. Are you going to be able to pull it together, or do we got to move on?
Yeah.
And I hate when that kind of stuff has to happen. It'd be so much easier just to say, listen, can you just do the right thing? So Kat has been watching the Kimora Lee Simmons show. Is this like a full season now?
It's on Bravo now. Yeah, it's a reality show. So she used to have one 20 years ago that I used to watch when she was like at the height of baby fat, you know, and she was like having all these celebrities wearing baby fat. But she still is very well off.
She's like a mogul.
Very well for herself. And she does not need her ex, Russell Simmons, who kind of helped her get there. But, you know, she did the rest on her own. But he would send very disparaging videos and voice notes to their two daughters. And she's like, I am not going to have them live that life. And so she kind of cut him off. But she has them. She has them in her phone just in case. You never know.
That's a tough life to live, knowing that at any given time, if she gets in the wrong mood, all these things hit the press.
I don't think that's her temperament. I don't think she wants to do that because he's like completely out of their life, and they're over the age of 18. They can do whatever they want.
Person pushed has really no limits, though. You never know. We're going to call you Denise. You had said, and when you said this to us, I'm like, hold on. Break this down. What do you have video of?
I have a videotape of a sober home owner that they cater to LGBT community and advertise to them. He is openly gay, and on the video, he's saying how he can't stand gay people, how they're whiny, none of his friends are gay, they only hang around straight people, and yet that's the people he has living in his houses.
So the thing is, that's his personal preference, but know your crowd.
Yeah.
You know, you don't say that when you are a safe house for people that are already feeling a bit threatened on this.
Like in my head, like that's like Elon talking bad about Tesla. You know what I mean? Like you have to know where your bread gets buttered. So like my question is, do you have this video because you had heard things like this many other times before and you just decided to run film on it then?
Yep. And so my friend said, all of a sudden he was an investigative officer at one point, my friend was, and asked him, he was talking to him about somebody, and he said he went off on, you know, how they only have 3 friends, and they're all, you know, straight, and, you know, and it's like...
Jeez.
Well, once again, that's what he prefers. I have a friend that is gay, and he does not like gay people at all. Like, he is very vocal about it, too. So, I mean, once again...
That's how they make their living.
Intolerance will always be around. But, to say that about people that you're trying to
That's
protect
like us just being like in our private lives being like, man, I hate radio listeners.
Yeah.
Like it's just stupid to do.
Very
I mean, it's
stupid.
not just intolerant, but it's dumb. So, well, thanks for sharing with us. You're going to hold on to that until a special time, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. All right. Have a great morning. We appreciate you. I read this story yesterday and I thought about it. I'm like, how do we want to use this on the show? So here's the bottom line. Guy starts dating girl. They date 8 months.
Okay.
He gets on a knee. Will you marry me? Oh, my God. Yes, I will. They got all the camera angles right. It goes up on Instagram. They get married like 2 months later. Short engagement. They're married. Now they're married for a year. And he finds out that not only does she have like a day job working at the insurance company, but she's also a stripper.
But when?
a year into the marriage.
No, I know, but when does she have time to do that?
Apparently, she's finding time to be a stripper.
I literally know where Derek is, whether I want to or not, every moment of the day.
I feel that's the way with most relationships. But this guy finds out she's dancing for dollars on the side. Again, I have no problem with that. If that's what you want to do, knock yourself out. But I would have found it hard to believe that after the wedding, and after getting in our new home and unwrapping all the wedding gifts and our honeymoon, to find out that my wife was a dancer.
He didn't notice her new bridesmaids like Destiny, Mercedes, Trinity.
Apparently not. And that people were throwing dollars at him during the dance, like more than normal and everything
they weren't
like that.
acting like it was a big deal. I do know one of our listeners is a stripper. She makes a lot of money, but that is one part of your life that's very, very hard to hide, like no one has great lingerie like that.
It made me start thinking about what you found out about your significant other after you were a couple. That was kind of shocking.
Okay. I didn't know how theatrical Derek is. I feel like that would be a really good outlet for him if he were to be in plays. I think he would do...
For sure. He should have been an actor.
He should have. Yeah. I feel like he would do a really great job in plays. He's been in plays, but nothing like... No key actor, He was always like a friend of a friend with the cigarette in the corner type of guy. But I
found out after years of marriage that my wife has no, fix-it skills.
Okay.
She comes from an extreme blue-collar family. Her dad, her uncles, everyone could fix anything. Oh, what's going on with that? Oh, yeah, let me grab my welder quick. They're those type of people. Oh, your truck isn't running right? Never mind. I need a 3/16 wrench. And so, they could fix anything.
Okay.
My wife, not a chance.
What about her mom?
No.
Okay, so that's the thing. Terry took care of everything.
Maybe.
She has a guy that will just do it. Why would we have to learn a skill?
Well, my dad did a lot of stuff too, but I sat there trying to learn it because I thought maybe I could need this in a future.
You don't need two people in a relationship that can do things, All
right.
So you can handle it.
Morning, Jenna. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Great. Thanks for calling the show. What'd you find out about your significant other after you became a couple that was a little shocking?
So this was a while ago, and we dated for probably 5 years, but I found out that they were stealing money from me, my family, my aunt.
To support what? A gambling addiction, a drug addiction, or they just found a rush out of stealing money?
When I asked, it was more like, I wanted to provide, you with a good life. And
I took your money.
So he felt the pressure of giving you a life that you've become accustomed to. I want to know, how was he stealing it? Did he have access to bank accounts, or was it just a purse was lying around so he'd take something out of it?
Just whatever was lying around. And I was living with my aunt at one time, and he found money and took it, and she was threatening to kick me out because she was like, we don't know who this could have been. And I was like, oh my gosh.
How many years do you think this guy was ripping you off before you figured it out? Was it the whole 5 years?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you because at the beginning I never would have thought. So if something went missing, I never would have put two and two together. But now, since I've been out of the relationship for a while, I'm like, oh, maybe that was this person. Maybe that was this so-and-so. I lost a purse one time with some money in it.
Yeah.
And it was so cute. it was a mouse, kissy face, lip-shaped purse, very funky. And now I'm like, it was probably taken.
Yeah, he took it. Tell me this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Once you found this out, it was over, right?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, Jenna.
You gave him an extra chance.
You did it. Now you're that girl. You found out this dude was stealing for you for 5 years, and you didn't cut it off right then.
The thing is, if he were stealing from me, I could probably just figure out what to do next. But if he's stealing from my family, you got to be out. That's
where it was we broke up, so the relationship was over, but secretly behind my family's back, we would hang out and stuff. The comfortability was there.
Jenna.
But I'm in a happy relationship now.
Okay,
I
good.
haven't been talking to them, so.
Good.
The item on the table right now is the story I read about the dude who dated the girl for 8 months. They got engaged. They got married 2 months later. And a few months later, he found out what her main level of source of income was. And that was she was an exotic dancer.
Well, for me, it sounds like he is not very observant. So I just say observant.
Yeah,
observant.
I thought you did. I didn't want to call you out on it because I wasn't really sure that I heard that.
I am a radio broadcaster.
You're a professional broadcaster.
I think that he's just one of those guys that is just there. How can you not notice that she's gone every Friday and Saturday night? You know, and I feel bad that she had to hide that from him, thinking that he wouldn't be with her any longer. Maybe she likes it. Maybe she enjoys being up there and making the money, and she feels sexy and doing what she enjoys doing.
If your moral compass doesn't have a problem with it, then nobody else really should.
Right.
Other things that, like examples that people have been giving us about things they found out about their significant other long after it was an established relationship.
Countless affairs and multiple children while we were together the entire time.
That he never did a load of laundry until he was 23 years old.
How lazy she was.
Yep.
Before she became a stay-at-home mom, she was learning to become a brain surgeon surgical tech.
Can you imagine not knowing that about your wife?
Well, then ask more questions. I feel like that's on you, honestly. Like, if you didn't know, I feel like I know every single thing about the person that I'm
You've
with.
been married for a long, long time. You didn't know that the first year you were together.
However, you know, I go back to the costumes. That blindsided me. I didn't know for about 5 years. He did not have bins and bins of costumes. So now we do. Now we do. And his mom brought over another bin. I could have killed her. I was like, what are you doing?
She wants it out of her house.
She goes, he won't want everything in here. He wanted everything in the bin.